Hello and welcome to Alamania by BSM. Uh, I am Siger, and commentating with me is...
Walmart.
Yeah, the entire store of Walmart.
Walmart 5193.
Yeah.
And are we in for a treat today? We have top seed versus bottom seed. Hollow Gangsters versus Ganyu from Hololive.
This is the round of 32 match, which means everybody is in the winner's bracket. So
Everybody's a winner.
Yes, except after this match.
Yeah.
Somebody will not be a winner. And yes, as Walmart mentioned, this is number 1 seed Hollow Gangsters versus number 32 seed, the lowest qualifier, Ganyu from Hololive. Now, of course, let's just go over some of their qualifier stats. Hollow Gangsters, being number 1 seed, they kind of did pretty well, getting number 1 on both the hybrid and accuracy charts. Number 3 on the stream stamina map, and 5th on SV, 7th on LN. So, they're... What is this?
Love this warm up already.
Oh no.
You know, there's like 3 things when it comes to warm ups. It goes meme map, regular maps, or just self promotion, as we've seen earlier with, I think it was I forgot which match it was, but I know it was Coco Fart. We saw, I think it was a self promotion, but it doesn't matter. It's a warm up.
True. Some people really don't take warm up seriously, and I can respect that.
Yeah, such as for this multi.
Oh, and apparently, Kila's. It's their team's
This
warm up.
warm-up's only 12 seconds
They
long.
don't have the map. Oh wait, I did not even notice that. HP 10.
Is this gonna be like some sort of like quad map or something? I am very interested, and we're not even in the actual match yet. These are just warm-ups. Welcome to Hollow Mania.
Hosted by BSM.
Yeah, sponsored by BSM and Walmart.
Yep. Yeah. Oh jeez.
Drop 1 miss and you're dead. And it looks like A Sharp was holding a 100%.
Now that was an interesting match.
Now that's what I call mapping.
True.
A Sharp having the smallest PA out of this match. Which might set an example for what you're about to see in the Rice component for Hollow Gangsters. We have pretty well-known players all around the table, by the way.
Yeah, despite being bottom seed, Ganyu from Hololive has some really good players on it. The one that I immediately recognized from another tournament is Lyric. Who is, I think he's still in VLTMT. Anyways, back to talking about some stats. Ganyu from Hololive, despite being number 32 seed, almost all of their maps were at least in the mid 20 range, with 27.
That's SV.
27th on LN, 28th on hybrid, 18 on Reflect, and 20 on Q. But they were severely let down by their SV score of 60 seconds out of 78.
But honestly, seeing, like, from my experience by playing, since I'm also in this tournament, just seeing the SV maps, I don't think it's gonna be that hard, you know, just to have, like, a sight read. And plus, I betcha Ganyu from Hololive probably had a couple tries on the SV map, so I think everything's okay with that.
Yeah,
The only thing that really matters in this early of match is ratio and accuracy.
and yeah, in this tournament, especially against Hollow Gangsters, if you miss, you're pretty much screwed. So
Unless you get cursed.
So yeah, keeping combo is extremely important.
And we have, well, I have experienced, earlier, one of the highlights from Coco Fart, which is actually can show how much your miscount matters, honestly. From Demi having a, like, some sort of ridiculous ratio, but having one miss, which I believe gave the other team the point. You can correct me if I'm wrong on that. You can check the VOD, actually. But it was interesting seeing how Demi can pull off such insane ratio scores. But for now, we have Hollow Gangsters and Ganyu from Hololive, not Coco Fart. Seeing the warm-ups already make me excited seeing how this is going to turn out.
Yeah, this is a pretty dense stream map for, especially for this pool, and the score is almost identical.
Warm-up, by the way.
True. Yeah, this is a warm-up. This is not part of the pool.
A Sharp still pulling off pretty good accuracy with a 99.8, as everyone seems to not really have a problem with the combo here, as I think everyone here is still full comboing.
And they're all at least like 99.69. Don't say it. Don't say it, Walmart. Don't do it. Okay, good.
What do you? Okay, whatever.
Okay, we don't have to worry about the 69 anymore. It's up to a 70.
Are you sure?
Oh, and now Kiraz, please bring that back up. Okay, or that works too.
You're just gonna end up cursing everyone if you see the number 69 anywhere.
Yeah. Good.
Wow. You heard it here first.
Oh.
And there's the first drop.
Oh,
another drop.
Both Hollow Gangsters drop. Oof.
We're acting like this is the tiebreaker right now. Holy moly.
Oh, but Kiraz also
dropping.
I guess stamina's running out or something?
Yeah, this map is pretty dense after all, since it is mapped by Shingwei. No hate to Shingwei, but they map pretty dense. Only winning by 5,000 points. You can see just what you're in for.
Yeah, those misses were pretty late in the map, so didn't really have much time to affect the scores, but still.
The warm-ups are finished, and now it's time for rolling. Honestly, if we're talking about protects here, I have a feeling that Hollow Gangsters are going to have some sort of protection over the long note or hybrid-based map, seeing how well they pulled off in qualifiers. And Hollow Gangsters winning the role, which means they get to pick, or have the choice to pick and ban first. Or choose to protect or ban first. They get the pick first no matter what.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if Hollow Gangsters protects or picks any of the either of the LM maps, because
I can maybe
see maps because Ganyu from Hololive just proved that they can hold their own on Rice.
I can maybe see maybe something like Ground Pound, or maybe even like some of the SVs maybe being banned. Since I know Ground Pound, it gets really dense near the end. Well, not like really dense to the point where you have to start jump shielding every single note, but pretty it's all bursty and jacks at the end. So I can maybe see, and as Hollow Gangsters say to protect second, so that means Ganyu from Hololive will have their chance to protect and ban first, I believe. And as we see what they protect.
Drum roll, please. Keep it going.
Just picture a drum being played right now.
Yes. Picture Taiko.
Yeah, like at those arcades when you have like that giant Taiko arcade.
Oh.
I think they just they might have left, or they actually might be discussing. They might have haven't thought ahead of time.
That's weird. That's strange. Did the stream just skip over that pick? Okay, yes, they protected ground pound. They protected
so
3.
Banjo ate a message.
Thank you, Osu. Kaisura, which is none of these maps. Okay, oh, okay. Hybrid 1. Hollow Gangsters protects Hybrid 1, and Ganyu from Hololive protects Rice 3.
Not surprised. Okay, so we do have ground pound being protected in some sort of way. Then again, seeing that Ganyu from Hololive had, out of their qualifiers, the best they have performed in was Reflect.
Oh, Hollow Gangsters banning an SV map. Huh.
Okay.
That's interesting considering. That's interesting considering Ganyu's.
So the Wesker L's really like that. And as now we're heading to Ganyu's ban, I'm not going to be surprised if we're going to see any long notes or hybrids. Maybe even the other SV map might be going, but I don't see any point in taking down any more Rice.
Yeah, I doubt there's going to be an SV ban, because when your opponent bans SV, that kind of tells you they aren't really strong, or they aren't confident in their SV abilities. So they like if you don't pick it, they're probably not gonna pick it either.
As we hope. Okay, so
did Bancho just eat another message? I feel like
Bancho might have ate another message.
Hybrid 1.
And they banned they banned LN1, which is right on time. I guess they did not want to risk the Hollow Gangsters having that advantage on long notes and hybrid, seeing that they've placed first in hybrid and first in overall Rice, actually. Rice 2, I believe.
Yes.
And as now we'll be getting into picks, which Hollow Gangsters get to pick first.
The LN
release. That is my favorite map out of the pool.
Yeah, I love that was not a pick because that is from the other team.
Okay, they pick Owl, I guess.
Sparky map.
Sparky map. Sparky would be proud.
She would be proud. You make that sound like she's dead. No, she's just commentating for VLT. Traitor.
He ditched us. Everyone,
wait, no,
gonna get
Mash just got
so excited.
Wait.
Oh, wrong team.
Mash might have just thought the message from Ganyu from Hololive was Hollow Gangsters pick.
Wrong team. Whoops.
Okay. Yep. Nope. That was not a pick.
Sparky is now mad.
Ganyu forgives you. But Sparky
forgives
won't.
us. but Sparky won't. Unless you're just gonna pick the same map again.
That would be a power move.
Yeah, power move. As we're having a discussion about Ganyu and not really paying attention to the map pool.
Oh wait, oh my god! Okay, just got word from the ref that they did actually pick Ellen too.
Okay, so you have been forgiven by Sparky.
Let's go.
Alright, Owl has been picked. Sparky map! I'm gonna keep on thinking that the person's saying, oh my god. It's a play. Anyways, Hollow Gangsters going all in on the long no picks, wanting to get those points on their long notes, I suppose.
Alright, so Hollow Gangsters is dropped Grip Warrior, and Ganyu from Hololive has dropped Lyric.
I will not be surprised if we see, we see Silhouette Els and A Sharp. And on the other side, we see Nepka and Kiraz as we head into our first map of this match. Kiraz having low accuracy, I guess, probably the very beginning. This map is all revolving around released anyways.
Pretty good accuracies already are on the board. Kiraz having a slightly lower.
I don't think it will take long for Kiraz to get back into like that 99.7 range. Seeing that A Sharp is almost climbing up to a 99.9 with a 99.88. With Hollow Gangsters having that slight lead, which that lead could potentially change if Kiraz can gain that accuracy back. As nothing really much is
very close. Oh, a miss from...
is dropping.
Oh,
that's going to swing the lead over to Ganyu from Hololive.
Yeah, and Kiraz has successfully climbed back up to 99.7. It's flickering a bit, but he made it. Oh, and drops a
L's not really dropping much. Still only down to a 99.7, which she's gaining that accuracy back, but that miss is gonna really count. Is really gonna hurt.
Yeah, and she's
as Bancho just
Bancho moment. Working. She's also made it back to the 400 combo. So
it wasn't that bad of a drop, seeing how.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad of a drop.
How tight the gap is.
But
as that gap is getting smaller and smaller.
Oh,
and Nepka trading that miss. Now that's gonna give Hollow Gangsters the lead.
That's tragic. There's still a fourth of the map left, so there could be another random miss from Hollow Gangsters, but
yeah, we are reaching the final quarter of the map.
A Sharp with the 99.89 accuracy.
A Sharp really showing off here. But Nepka gaining their accuracy back overall quite quickly, as Kiraz and Nepka basically have the same accuracy. As we head into the ending of the map, this little stair pattern here. Nothing really much we're seeing, and Hollow Gangsters is going to take the first point by 9,000. A no miss from Els.
Both players who dropped combo, it was an L-in break. So, it's 150 from each side.
Everyone having a no miss, but not full combos, as we only have 2 full combos.
Yeah, that was an amazing score from A Sharp. Let me check that back again. Only 200s. 995,000.
As Ganyu gets their next pick. As Ganyu from Hololive is gonna get the next pick. We might be seeing maybe some SV. As we see Mogu Mogu. Mogu Mogu getting picked. I think this is like, I believe this is like the jump stream one. Or is that Suvu President?
That is, Suvu President is, it has streams. I can't actually remember. I need to rewatch the map pool showcase.
Everyone, get the map pool showcase out. We gotta see it.
We just redo the map pool showcase.
Yeah, just like read every single judgment that was gotten. As we are getting into the second map. Good luck, fun have. And you're looking for that point to tie it up 1-1, but it's still early game. Anything could happen. As we're waiting for Bancho to sync up here. And we're underway. Yeah, this is like the very streamy pick. It is extremely neck and neck, with A Sharp having a 99.97. And Silhouette L is not far behind with a 99.93.
Okay, they hit those.
Same with Nepka. Everyone just keeping pretty decent accuracy. I think everyone is still holding that double S. As we're heading into the jump stream part of this map. Nothing much more to be said besides
struggling a bit more with ratio than everybody else, but
yeah, A Sharp with almost a 99.98, and as I said, that gains up to a 99.98. As Hollow Gangsters has that slight lead from both players on that team having over 99.9 accuracy. As Curious is working their best to get that accuracy up to 99.9, which shouldn't take much effort seeing how well they're performing here. Everyone's seeing to find those mini jacks not really hard to hit as we head into the second half of this map.
everyone's just pretty much holding the same accuracy. A Sharp it's still the 99.97. Celestica Elza with the 99.93. Nepka with the 99.9. And Kiraz trying desperately to build up back to a 99.9, but
Nepka also drops down to a 99. Well, no, right back up to a 99.89.
oh,
Bancho's having a little hiccup there.
Hollow Gangsters is gonna need at least like a couple 200s to.
Yeah, as long as like if Hollow Gangsters manages to keep this range in the 300s, we should be. They might be able to secure that second point. I don't see any 200s being dropped from any other team, or from any of the teams. Everyone seems to just be taking this map as like a walk in the park. As the map ends, and Hollow Gangsters with 1,997,000. What is that accuracy from A Sharp?
Every player V1 SSing.
Yeah,
just with varying
every team
levels
with
of
a
ratio.
V1 double S.
What is that? What is Hollow Gangsters' ratio? What is this?
This is what you get from seed number 1. But don't be too underestimated. Nepka and Kira weren't too far behind, honestly. As we head into the next pick from Hollow Gangsters, as it is 2-0 Hollow Gangsters. I won't be surprised if they dip their feet into the hybrid section, or maybe even going for another one of the Rice picks, as they pick Madarumi,
which is hybrid
too.
Now keep in
They're
mind
getting-
that Hollow Gangsters protected Hybrid 1. So
They're gonna keep that hybrid maybe until match point. As we head into the third map of this match.
and we're finally seeing a substitution, Kiraz dropping out in favor of Lyric.
Yeah, Kira's dropping and Lyric hopping in.
Now, I actually think, from what I remember, Hollow Gangsters is down a player. They don't have Grip Warrior, I'm pretty sure. Correct me
Yeah,
if I'm
Grip
wrong.
Warrior is probably absent, but still with A Sharp and Silhouette Els, I know Silhouette Els is a long note powerhouse when it comes to tournaments like these. But not to underestimate any of the other players that are here. I'm sure everyone here are long note powerhouses. I'm sure everyone here is extremely well at Rice. As we head into the more release-based hybrid. A Sharp with that Autobot on. Never mind.
Oh man.
Auto has been turned off.
His client has... His cheat client has failed.
Rhythm Sharp has been input leg. As we see everyone above 99.9 almost. Silhouette Els dropping. I don't know if that was a Banjo side, but Els dropping early, giving Ganyu from Hololive that lead.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
But Els seems to be gaining her accuracy quite fast, as that lead is starting to shrink.
Yes, we're still very early in the game. I don't even think we reached
It is still
400 combo
very
yet.
early. We have reached 500 combo, but Els is already in 300 combo range. As that accuracy is constantly building up, as she's almost in 99.8 range. That lead just staying the same. It's gonna take even maybe just a couple 200s that swing that lead back to Hollow Gangsters. But as far as I see it, I don't think Ganyu from Hololive is gonna give in. They seem to just find this a cakewalk. A Sharp with a 99.95, keeping that accuracy very prominent. Els climbing her way up to a 99.8 after that drop right at the beginning. As only a quarter of the map remains, nothing really much is coming.
Nepka just dropped to
But-
200.
Yeah, NECA dropped to 200, but that didn't really affect their accuracy that much as we're nearing the end. As NECA drops another 200,
Oh, now the lead is...
slowly getting smaller.
I don't think there's enough
Another
map
200
left, though.
drop. Yeah, I don't think there's another map after all the 200s being dropped. I don't know if that's nerves, hardware issue. Nothing much is gonna happen, and Ganyu from Hololive is gonna avoid getting swept as they take this point. What is that from A Sharp?
Oh my god.
Not even like Lyric also showing off insane long note skills too here.
And Silhouette Els V1 SSing aside from that one miss at the very
That one
beginning,
heartbreaking miss.
which gave the point to Ganyu, Team Ganyu.
As Ganyu from Hololive will be taking their next pick, I won't be surprised if maybe if we see even, I'm pretty sure it was ground pound that they protected. I won't be surprised if we see ground pound coming from them, or even maybe that one SV map.
Neither Protect has been played yet.
Yeah, neither Protect has been played yet. They're probably waiting for that match point, like I probably said earlier. As their team discusses on what they're going to pick.
Oh no, breaking out the MP Timer 180.
Yeah, we're gonna have to break out that MP Timer. They have 3 minutes to make a quick discussion out of 5 maps. Unless if Bancho just ate a message. I won't be surprised maybe if we see Sivu President or even Ground Pound come in.
Oh, here, okay, the Hollow Gangsters picks their Protect finally.
As we see, oh yeah, we're seeing the hybrid, the final hybrid being picked. Taking Hollow Gangsters Protect away.
Which is kind of funny, considering they just lost a point on the other hybrid.
I mean, if they want to keep the curse rolling, then you might as well go with another hybrid pick. But I don't think... I feel like if Hollow Gangsters are protecting this, they might have some sort of really good score on this, because I'm sure probably these players have been spending their weekdays playing this map pool. I would not be surprised if I was correct on that statement. I mean, sight reading is always the best, unless you're playing in an SV tournament.
I'm hoping to see SV2 being picked. It's unlikely, but I'm hoping for the SV map.
Just wait until my match is played tomorrow, you'll see SV picked. As we see, Hollow Gangsters having just a little lead, but not too much to be shocked about here. This is only like not even the first quarter of the map. It's pretty neck and neck.
Now it's the first quarter of the map. It's a very short map. 1 minute 49 seconds.
But anything could happen in that span of 1 minute and 49 seconds. As Nepka is trying to get into the 99.9 accuracy, and they indeed do. Everyone having a fair share of their accuracy. Everyone being above 99.9. As we head into the first part of the map and the first half, or the second half, sorry. As nothing much is seen to be going on here. Everyone is keeping it calm and simple.
Back up to 99.9, kind of 99. It's flickering back and forth.
with a Lyric with a 99.9, but with Silhouette L's and A-Sharp being above 99.95, A-Sharp with that 99.96, and Silhouette L's with that 99.95, that's gonna give them that slight advantage. As Hollow Gangsters are barely gonna take that third point, which is indeed our match point. Which means if they win this next map, they are advancing to the round of 16. Wow, A-Sharp really showing off again.
Quadruple V1 SS though.
Yeah, a quadruple V1 double S all around the board.
This is honestly terrifying, how this is Seed 1 versus Seed 32, and every map has just been painstakingly close.
And we're seeing the SV come out.
Let's go! Thank you!
I think this is probably the first SV map that has been, I think this is, yeah, I believe this is the first. I could be wrong, I think maybe in Taco Bell, I think or no, it was no, not
Usada
Taco Bell. It
Pakura
was
versus High Honey.
yeah.
This map
Usada
was played.
Pakura, I believe, was played. Yeah. So they could be joking about picking the SV and might be going to pick one of the Rices, but beyond that,
Because if they lose, like, they still haven't picked their Protect yet, so they could just be trying to have some fun.
oh, as I completely forgot that this is the Hall Gangsters pick, not the Ganyu.
Oh.
They picked.
Yeah, we did. We did. Wait.
Subaru President. We just completely forgot that Hollow Gangsters. This is their pick. As Silver President gets picked.
We just got trolled by our own stupidity.
S'il vous plaît, pick SV. I'd like to flex my little bit of French.
Oh, so yeah, we were very off because I just realized that that means that Ganyu actually picked the opponent's Protect.
But hey, they're
man, we're good at this.
yeah. And I'm only an intern here, so as they're trying to go for that, they're trying to go for the 727 rule here, I suppose, at least. As they're most likely just waiting for the members to ready up.
I forgot how short this map was.
And heading into our 5th map.
1 minute and 31 seconds. And just 1/200 can swing the match.
Yeah, this is the jump stream.
So I am expecting quadruple 99.8 at least. With how
A-Sharp having a little rough beginning there.
And so did Siluesca L's. Kira's 99.96.
Yeah, Kira's with that 99.96. That's gonna give him the lead, but it's flickering as they're dropping in accuracy, and as A-Sharp and L's are climbing up, and Bancho just said
And
no.
Nepka is just barely behind in accuracy.
Take your time to admire these accuracies as Bancho has a little hiccup.
Also, we're already like a third through the map.
Just a third through. Oh, and we see. L's might have disconnected. This might have been a DC, but who knows? Maybe it could have been just a little internet issue. Oh, and we're back.
We're back.
L's just might have had L's might have just had a Wi-Fi problem there.
That's
as
strange.
As we were mentioned earlier, that L's had an internet problem.
That is strange because usually when something like that happens, panic button.
Had to hit the panic button. Wonderful, nice.
So I don't know what just happened. Apparently, okay.
I guess.
Close game. 1,996,000 to 0.
Such a close game.
Okay, panic button again. Who won? Oh, look at MP Link red team. Hollow Gangsters 535 points.
As that was so close. Even though you were joking about it being so close, it was actually a close match, as they'll be moving on to the round of 16.
And Ganyu for Hololive drops onto the losers bracket, but
don't end up just dropping out from the tournament if you're from that, because you still have losers bracket to go through.
That was insane. Also, why is the Seychelles flag here? I need the context. Who's the Seychelles?
Nice VTuber.
I don't think that's a VTuber.
It's a new Hololive member. Haven't you heard?
The entire country of Seychelles.
Yeah, it's a new Hololive member. As next up on our list, next stop is going to be Holo Gaming versus Holo Fataxis.
Who after
which will be in 23 UTC, so mark your calendars, because that's in like 4 hours and 15 minutes from now.
Yeah, I don't really think anybody can mark their calendars for this.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you can mark like your
calendars.
Your, like, time
schedule. You can set an alarm. Go outside, have a nice little rest. You know,
maybe learn how to stream. I don't know.
Go have a nice rest. Go get up and stretch. Go take a water break or something. But thanks for stopping by. I'm Walmart5193 and Siger. Thank you.
Yes.
Siger, thank you for watching this Holomania match. See you next time.